this life, we all desire something. What motivates us and pushes us will ultimately lead to a life of success. Dale Carnegie prepared the pathway to success for all people. He lived a life of humble beginnings that ultimately created a huge impact in the terms of success. The outline of his life is one that we can certainly take notes from. So who is Dale Carnegie? While Dale Carnegie was on this earth, he was a public speaker and pioneered the way for self-improvement. However, he did not always start off that way. He was born in poverty to poor farmers in the state of Missouri. He went to a boarding school to where he developed his love for public speaking. However, his parents could not afford for him to stay at this school. Therefore, he rode his horse to and from school every single day. He began to attend assemblies to where public speakers from all over the nation would come and speak. This developed his first love for public speaking. In his early career, he began to notice how he was not very skilled in athletics, so to gain people, he must use his people skills. Writers and speakers ended up learning that he had so much wisdom in the art of public speaking that they began to pay him for him to teach them how to become better speakers. He began as an early writer, and he developed these two fundamental ways of life. Carnegie's essential message on how to live a successful life can be summed up by his two most fundamental maxims: forget yourself, do things for others, and cooperate with the inevitable. Dale Carnegie biography. Dale Carnegie lived a life worth living. His impact in society is one that we will never forget, nor is it easily forgotten. He first started off as an American writer. He began to write books, and his first bestseller was the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. The message of the book was simple: be considerate, show sincere interest in others, be a good listener, consider other points of view, cooperate with others, be positive, and avoid criticizing others. Historic Missourians. After writing this first book, he then joined the Army. When he joined the Army, he realized it was not for him, and after a year of service, he became a salesman. He began to convince people with his public speaking, and he enticed people with his words and how he presented himself. He then decided to develop self-improvement courses at the YMCA. At the YMCA, 1975 was his first class. These classes still go on today, despite his death. Found in the mission statement of Heritage, DaleCarnegie.com, the dream is and was to impact as many lives as possible through the transformational of self-improvement experiences. Dale Carnegie was a man who refused to let people settle for mediocrity. He wanted to push people to be their best selves through their leadership skills and being self-improved. So how does this apply to us? How does this apply to you? Well, we are in college and we are about to enter in careers. Some of us may be entering relationships. Wherever you are, self-improvement can be vital to your success. Soft Skills for Success states, employees who react negatively or overly abrasively to stress or unfortunate situations can cause colleagues to avoid them. This is important not only because soft skills are important in your workplace, but also in relationships. If you are one who has mastered interpersonal skills, then you are one who is guaranteed to gain people to be in your corner, people to support you and people to cheer you on, whether you're failing or whether you're succeeding. If you're kind and you listen to others, Dale Carnegie teaches us that there is no way you'll be alone here on this earth. Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, in his book states, you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. This is important because how many times do you as an individual try to convince people or talk about your interest without even hearing their own? This makes people feel lost and neglected. However, what if you were a person who made people feel seen? Dale Carnegie lives his life to show us that that is possible. He perceived that businessmen and businesswomen, there is no textbook answer for them to be successful. There's no algorithm of how they should be in the workplace, but instead of how they should act by their interpersonal skills is what puts them ahead of everyone else. Dale Carnegie lived a life of humble beginnings that ultimately created a huge impact in the terms of success. The outline of his life is one that we are still taking notes from. This world and society is so infatuated with self. We're infatuated with the idea of self-improvement and with self-care. However, Dale Carnegie's life and impact shows us that to be the best ones we can be, we must first be willing to give up ourselves.